Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for purchasing the Kindest Gnomes Christmas in July class. I hope you enjoyed this. This is the stamp set. So if you did include that with your order, this is what you would have received. There's 9 cling red rubber stamps, and of those 9, there are 4 sentiments. And then in addition, if you purchase the bundle, then these are the 16 dies that come with the set. Now, you have gotten your half a pack of paper, and if you didn't purchase this set, then I have pre-cut the images for you. And in this particular card that we're going to be making, we're going to cut the mushroom and the mushroom house and a gnome out of the designer paper. So this is the card that I'm going to show you how to create. And this is on a, and you should have all of this in the envelope. You'll have your base of basic white. And then I ran this through the, it's a retired snowflake embossing folder for you. These have already been pre-cut. And then all your paper has been pre-cut. So we're going to pretty much just put this together. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we're going to pull in our paper trimmer so that we can score our cardstock. All right, and now this has already been done for you. Let me move the stamp set and the dies out of the way. And here are all of my pieces. So we are starting with a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 thick cardstock, and this is our basic white. And then what we're going to do, so we're going to move our cutting blade out of the way, which is the dark one. So normally when we score these cards, we're going to score it at 4 1/4, which is half of 8.5. So that'd be 4 1/4. So that's going to be what we would normally do for our scoring line. But in this particular card, we're going to move this down to 5 1/4. So we're going to make it 1 inch larger, and we're going to make that part of the front of our card. So we'll go ahead and do a 1.5 inches, right, 1 inch right here, and then we're going to fold, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to make what's called a book card. All right, so our middle score line is our 4 1/4. So we're going to fold like that, and then you want to take your bone folder and burnish. Now this piece right here, we're going to fold it back. This is the 5 1/4, and you see how it gives it that look of a book. So this is what we will eventually close, but for now we're just going to leave it open until we get everything attached and adhered. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give a good burnish to this as well. Now be careful, as you'll see what I just did. I got some nail polish on that. So in this case, normally I would cover it up, but since it's a white card, I'll do something to fix it before I mail this card out. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our strip of Pacific Point, and we're going to place that right on this seam piece right here. And we have a piece of the designer paper that has been cut already for you. Now, if you ordered the pack of paper, then you will cut this yourself. And I have all the directions are in your tutorial. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our adhesive. And I'm using my multi-purpose glue. And you can use your seal or any other adhesive that works for you. And the one thing that I always like to work with on my desk is my silicone mat. And that will keep me from getting glue on my desktop, which will then make everything else stick. So we don't want to do that. All right, so this is the back side of the mushroom paper, which we'll be using a card. Whoopsie, and I'm throwing my glue around. See, it's a comedy hour no matter where you are. All right, so we're gonna move this down a little bit, and we'll place this on the inside of our card. And let me grab my tweezers. All right, so we're gonna place that right in the center. And this should be cut at 1/2 inch, 5 1/4. All right, and then the next thing we're going to do while we have this, so before we adhere it down, we're going to take some baker's twine. We're going to take our white baker's twine, which you will have some in your supplies as well. And we're going to wrap this around, and we are going to tie a bow. And once you tie it, you can move the bow wherever you want. So I wouldn't be too concerned about where you're tying it. I'm going to move it up to the center, but you should have enough room when you get ready, when you get done, that you can slide it up. So I'm just going to tie a bow, and then we'll trim off any of the excess string that's going to be hanging. I did wrap a little piece that's a little bit too big, but that's okay. All right, there we go. Now, always remember that to hold the knot, if you want to adjust the size of your loops, put your finger on the knot and then just pull your twine just a little bit to whatever size you want, and then tighten it again, and then you'll be good to go. So those are a little bit too long. I'm going to trim these off just a little bit. I don't want them quite that long, so let me just trim that off, and we'll trim this one. All right, so we have this piece already. And now we're going to bring in our card base of what we've just done. And we're going to go ahead and adhere that right here. And if I feel like my strings are a little bit long, I'll trim them again, but I think they'll be fine. So we're going to add a little bit of glue to this. And we're just going to attach that to this side section. And we want to make sure that goes from even from edge to edge and side to side. So we're going to let that sit for just a second. And then I'm going to go ahead and seal this right now because we're good. We don't really need this open. You can use your seal or your multi-liquid glue. I'm going to use my multi-liquid glue for this. I would normally use my seal, but I don't have it handy, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. And this is fine. So we're going to close that shut. All right, so we're going to let that sit just like that. All right, and then we'll go ahead and decorate the outside. And again, anytime you're using a piece that's been embossed, you should use your seal or your Seal Plus, but you can use your multi-purpose glue. It's fine. Now, I cut this a little bit long, and I am going to trim this down just a little bit. So let me bring in my paper trimmer. This should be at 4 1/4. Sometimes I do cut it a little bit longer because I just want to make sure I can get it where it's going to come to where I need it to be as far as the edge of my card. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and adhere this to the card, and that gives me a nice white border all around the edges. So we'll go ahead and attach this piece. These are very easy cards. If you're somebody that's just learning, this is a great way to learn because you've already got the materials pre-cut for you, and that's a great help. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and place that on here, and we should have a little bit, about 1/8 of an inch around as a border around our Pacific point. And I'm going to lift this up so I can see. And sometimes you have to be a little careful because depending on the design, it sometimes would be a little confusing and make it look like it's not straight, and it really is. Okay, so now we can go ahead and add our mushroom house and our gnome. And what we're going to do is I'm going to pop these up on dimensionals, and we want to give them some lift so it makes it stand up off the card. And then we'll do the same thing on the mushroom. And let me cut these. I use all of my supplies up that I can. Don't want to throw anything away because the edges are perfect for using these for different things. So we're just going to stick some on here. You never have enough dimensionals. And anybody that does paper crafting will tell you the same thing. And move up a little bit, and we'll put this one right here. Okay, so then we're just going to put our thumbnail through the middles, and then we'll just peel off the strips. They come off much easier that way, especially if you don't have glue on your fingers. So we're going to place the mushroom down, and I'm going to put him up a little bit higher. Might go a little bit higher than I did on the other one because I want to have room to put my sentiment. All right, and now we're going to add our gnome. And you don't have to use the blues. You can use whatever colors you wanted. I just wanted to give it kind of a cool, like cold look. And I'm just going to set him right here off to the side of the home. Okay, then the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to stamp our sentiment, and we're going to use the Merry Christmas. Now, if you notice, let me stamp, and we're going to stamp this in Pacific Point. And you can use black or whatever color you prefer. A gray would look pretty with this as well. Now, if you notice, the stamp set says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So we're going to stamp that right there. And then I am just going to come in and I'm going to fussy cut this and use my Merry Christmas and cut this down the center. Okay, and you can save the new year for something else if you'd like. And I'm just going to trim this off. And then I'm going to trim down the front. Now you can use your paper trimmer if you choose to do that, if you want it to be exact, but I'm not going to worry about it because it's all about this Christmas. And I'm going to cut this edge a little bit at an angle. And then I'm going to cut the Merry Christmas off. So I'm going to do that right about like that. Okay. So that's what we have right there. All right, so we're going to take that, and then we're going to use our mini dimensionals. And these are the small dimensionals, and we're going to place those on the back of our sentiment. So they're tiny enough to go on that little strip of paper. And then we'll add another one. We'll actually put 2 on this one as well. It's not too long. If it was a little bit longer, I would have added 3. So we just want to push that up just a little bit so it doesn't show through. Sometimes you just have to maneuver. And if it looks like it's too big, then you can just cut that little dimensional in half as well and use a smaller piece. We'll just move that over. Okay, so there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and attach our sentiment. And again, I'm just going to pull the backs off. All right, and we're just going to put this a little bit at an angle, kind of give it some fun. And take the papers off the back of these. Yep, do we want to put Christmas on? We want to put it right side up, right? And we're going to put Merry Christmas like that. So there you go, a quick and easy card that you can do as well. And then when the person, your recipient receives it, you have room to write your message or stamp a message if you prefer. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.